Are live. Oh, I forgot to change the title and everything. I just preemptively started. Oh, no, God.
Whoops. You're streaming Resident Evil Requiem.
Oh, no, I'm changing it. I'm changing it. Oh. Well, now it's gonna show weird in the VOD, but that's okay.
You can't change the title for the VOD?
Maybe I can. I don't know. I've never done that before. But that's alright. Either way. Hello, everyone. Hello. Good evening. How are you guys doing? I've been better. Feeling slightly unwell today, but the show must go on, as they say, right? Taking notes right now. How studious. I gotta find music to put on. I don't remember if I mentioned it last time, but one of the playlists we used last time, I don't remember what we were listening to, but one of the songs in that playlist got copyright claimed. In the Twitch VOD, at least. So those bastards fucking lied. And I'm suing them for a gazillion dollars.
Dang.
Hello, everyone. I was gonna click on this playlist again. We listen to this playlist a lot, but I'm gonna skip like it's a 12-hour video. I'm gonna skip like 6.5 hours in because we never get there. Oh my gosh, it's kind of loud. Still kind of loud. That's fine. That's better. Wait, it's
You
not.
want to be streaming
What?
on Discord, by the way?
Am I doing that right now?
Yeah.
Whoopsie daisy. Tez uses this one and he's never had problems. I'm pretty sure I use this one normally. You're talking about the one we're listening to. This one doesn't have any problems. When I go out looking for other stuff that it starts to have the problem. Just goes to show. Remember, kids, never try anything new. It's dangerous. Always just stick to what you know. Never have a new experience. Never have a unique thought. Conform to what you've been told.
Dang, that's just what my Asian family tells me.
Never touch grass, stay indoors. Never talk to a person unless they're an immediate family member. And or if it's absolutely necessary. Speaking of, like, today in class, our professor was talking about the Asch conformity experiment. right? Have I mentioned that one before?
I don't think so.
Well, basically, the Ash conformity experiment was this experiment where, what's it called? They got like a bunch of people, or like a couple people in a room, right? And the everybody in the room was was what's called a Confederate, which is basically like they're like a false subject. You know what I mean? They're part of the experiment, but they're hired by the experimenter for a purpose. And there was only one real subject in the room. And so basically the experimenter would hold up pieces of paper that were cut different lengths, and like one was clear, and like they were very obvious. One was clearly longer than the others, right? Like there was one that was clearly longest, one that was clearly shortest, etc. And he would ask the entire room which one of these pieces of paper is the longest or the shortest or whatever. And all of the Confederates would basically what's it called? All the Confederates would basically lie and say that like it's the wrong one, right? They would say on purpose like that the short one was the longest or whatever. And they were testing to see if a person would conform an answer with the group, like, you know, conform to the group, obviously, even if the answer was very clear, right? And 75% of participants basically answered with the group. And then afterwards they would debrief them and be like, why did you, like, which one is the longest piece of paper? And they would answer the correct one. And then they would be like, why didn't you answer it before? And he's like, well, I was just answering with the group. And I was thinking to myself, I already knew about that experiment, but when he was talking about it, because we were talking about culture as well, I was thinking about because that was like an American experiment, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I might be wrong about that, but I wonder if the results would have been different in like an Asian country, for example, like especially where societies can be like even more conformist, right? I wonder if it would have been like instead of 75%, I wonder if it could have been like 100%, you know? An ad. Are you a cow? Wait, never touch grass. We told the cow to never touch grass. No, they're gonna starve. You were reading? No, you don't need to apologize for reading. We're all very proud of you. I wish I've been like saying a lot lately, I need to learn how to read.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to read, guys. He's dumb.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Why he never reads the instructions on any game.
I don't be reading the instructions. I just feel it. Y'all didn't know read. On a virtual yell at you, how dare you post who Havoc is pining and not give us a mech episode over 2 whole weeks. Fucking... that's the teaser. That's the mech episode. Soon. Did anyone get the 4 Lights reference or no? I don't think I did. think I'm too stupid because I don't know how to read. Would you care to enlighten us? Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's either him or Ace. I went all Sherlock or some detective and inspected all the suspects. Did hair. It didn't look like Chroma. Well, you're right about that. You're on the right path. It's Star Trek torture scene. Yeah, I'm not the biggest Star Trek knower. That's probably why I didn't... What's it called? Probably why I didn't recognize it. Usually I'm a knower of like things though, you know? Like general things. So I'm kind of surprised. The slides for the notes are evil. It's 70 slides. Yeah, I'd just like retire at that point. They're all walls of text. That is absolutely diabolical. Commanding a once powerful guy to say there are 4 lights when there is obviously not. So he was conforming through torture. I feel like they probably experimented on that, but that's a bit unethical, so I don't know how accurate those experiments would be. To be honest, I was struggling to like, for one of my classes, I was struggling to even like read to like watch lecture slides.
You were struggling to read?
Yeah.
Tell everyone you're a dumbass.
I'm a dumbass.
You heard it here.
None of the comics that you guys read, Sean was struggling to read because he can't. Yeah, all of the comics, I don't know what they say. I just get like hallucinatory visions of the chapters, and then I describe them to Dreamy and she just brings them into life. Yeah. Well, I know RE9 today. I'm feeling kind of unwell, and I have a good amount of work to do, so figure we could just do some work. I feel like if I get jumps.
G-Stan just said chillin' ooh pretty.
Yeah, I think they're talking about like when I see the visions.
You see the visions?
Yeah, were you listening to what I said?
No. I'm sorry.
Alright. Don't let it happen again though. I was gonna say was being ignored. I'm hallucinating on the green herbs. Oh, Leon, I don't think I should have smoked that shit. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think if I get jump scared too hard today, I will literally throw up. Like just
Yeah,
immediate.
we can't have that happen.
Like
He'll be
immediate.
bedridden for like 3 million years.
Like the giant baby, especially because we need the next section. I'm pretty sure we need to like walk the little girl to the room past the giant baby, and if that giant baby jump scares me, I'm gonna just all over the. Sorry, I shouldn't do that. Does anyone have a weak gag reflex? I'm sorry, but I'm literally just gonna throw up like all over my. What's it called? All over everything. My controller, my keyboard, my lap. Inako, they laced the pills with vent.
Silent Hill vent.
Yeah, that's what it. That's what the F is always stood for.
What?
You know what you're supposed to do with Emily? But you can feel free to enlighten us. I'm assuming we're supposed to walk her to the room.
Who the fuck is Emily?
Isn't that the girl?
Is that the girl?
I think that's the girl's
shit,
name.
yeah, her name was Emily.
We saw this take her to daycare. I mean, we should take her to like therapy. We saw this clip. I think Dreamy sent it to me. I don't remember if it was on Twitter or Instagram, but there was this clip where some guy who was playing the game was using the glass bottles with the noise like tweaker zombie, and he was bringing good evening, welcome, but he was bringing the noise zombie over to like the various mobs in the game, and then he would hit the mob with a glass bottle and just have the noise zombie like attack him, and he was killing everything in the game with the noise zombie. Like, the noise zombie apparently hits stupid hard. Like he literally threw a glass bottle at the baby and the noise zombie just blew him up. And I was like, damn, maybe we should do that. But the problem is I already killed the noise zombie on that floor. So,
yeah. Wait, no you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
What do you mean you did? You killed him?
Yeah, I did.
When the hell did you kill him?
He isn't that strong. Well, he's strong, but it was remember when we were like walking, because he's in that like lobby room as soon as you enter the east wing. And so like the lady walked in, right? That was also in that room, and I killed her, and then the noise zombie got alerted, so I killed him. And he hasn't respawned. So I don't know if he ever respawns.
What? Well, how did I miss this? I swear to God you never killed him.
Oh, I totally blew his head schmoove off.
What the heck? I guess I wasn't paying attention.
But that got me thinking, I wonder how many Requiem bullets we would need to kill the baby. Like, how much damage does the zombie actually do? Like, we need that metric translated into Requiem bullets. Oh, we get attacked after she brings us to after we bring her to the room. You know, I could have guessed that. I colored this wrong. I could have guessed that. I wonder if it's by Gideon. It probably is by Gideon. Or maybe it's... Well, I don't actually know. I feel like it would be by Gideon. And then maybe Leon shows up. Maybe not. Well, I feel like we get attacked by Gideon. and then we cut to Leon. You think that? I feel like that's probably what's gonna happen, right? That's kind of what I was imagining in my brain. Who is Gideon? The scientist with the fucking the night vision goggles on. Who's all like, Grace, I'm not gonna hurt you, Grace. Yeah, Dr. Victor. His name is Victor Gideon. And like Leon goes like, Victor Gideon. It's like, oh, Leon, I've heard all about you and your muscles and your tight ass and your hot wife.
Your hot wife?
You think I don't know what it's...
Based on who Leon's wife is, that could potentially be really problematic.
It's Ada. There's no other way around. We're gonna see the interrogation.
Seen such thirst of Victor Gideon for no reason.
But you have a question: which mech character hates pineapples, like even on pizza? Well, I feel like out of all the characters, Chroma is the most likely to be a picky eater. But
yeah, I mean, he wouldn't be touching pizza because he hates cheese.
Oh yeah, Chroma hates cheese. The only pizza he would eat is like margarita pizza, maybe. But that has cheese on it still, but it's just like a little bit. Grace, I just want to smack that ass, Grace.
I've actually seen people ship the Doctor with themselves. And it is very confusing to see.
Those red pizzas without much cheese, yeah. The real pizza, quote unquote. You don't like cheese either? Do you mind if I ask why? Because I love cheese. I will say, there's only one aspect of cheese that I really dislike, and I don't know what it is, but it really grosses me out a lot when I see like a bunch of like, you guys know like American cheese, like Kraft singles. You're making him sound like Joker. Batman, there's no laws against the Pokemon, man. I actually, you know, I didn't even think about that, but you're totally right. Like,
why don't we have that audio in the server?
It's so long.
Nobody would use it ever, but it's so funny.
Yeah. You ever wonder how I got these scars, Leon? My father, you see, he was a buff, muscular man just like you. I always hated him. That's kind of how he sounds. It's just so ew, it tastes weird. I don't know how to explain it, but ew. I hate blue cheese because I had mold poisoning once, and looking at it brings back bad memories. It's completely understandable, but also like, I feel like you've had so many diseases. Your immune system must be like juiced up. Like you fought off so many illnesses. I'm fucking cursed.
Midnight Stars is the bottom in a BL.
What? They're like,
because they always have shit luck.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I guess it doesn't even need to be a BL, just any like manhwa romance, to be honest. Oh yeah, I remember what I was gonna say now. So like my only thing with cheese is it really sickens me when I see like a bunch of like American cheese slices like stacked on top of each other, or like, what's it called? Yeah, I guess just stacked on top of each other. Like I hate seeing a like, I'm fine with one slice of American cheese, And I'm fine with American cheese if they're separated by something, but when they get like stacked on top of each other, it's sick. It's like so gross. I don't know why. Like I don't know if you guys ever see those videos on like TikTok and like other platforms of like people like, I'm tapped into like cooking YouTube and stuff, and I see it on cooking YouTube every so often. Like people like just slapping like a bunch of slices of American cheese on something for like a video, and it always like it grosses me out so much. American cheese technically doesn't even count as cheese. Yeah, that is true. But for conversation's sake, maybe that's why it grosses me out. My brain can instinctively tell that something is deeply wrong. Yeah, it's not deemed to be cheese by the FDA. Well, I mean, just look at it. You hate American cheese? That's totally justifiable. And I'm almost there with you, but there's two instances that I think American cheese goes well with something. And it both has to do with chili. Like, I think that American cheese goes well with, I guess like both of them are chili related, like a chili dog or like chili fries, stuff like that. Those are the only things that, and I guess like a cheeseburger, but that kind of depends. I feel like you could make a cheeseburger with other types of cheese. But with chili related foods, I feel like American cheese is unfortunately the best. But the thing is, I watched a YouTube video about this. Like I watch Binging with Babish, like the cooking YouTuber. And I've always wanted to try it, but he makes like American cheese, like the consistency of American cheese. Like in his ultimate grilled cheese video. He makes the consistency of American cheese, but made out of like real cheese. But it's like by using clear gelatin. It's like mixing clear gelatin with it or something. It's kind of cool. I think he got it from somewhere else. I've always wanted to try that. Because I do think it's the it's the consistency of American cheese that is, it's like its only redeeming factor. Wait. Yellow cheese filled with hate. That is what it is. They make that shit with malice. Funfetti. I feel like I've heard of that before. What is funfetti again? Do you know, Dreaming? It sounds familiar.
Nope. I don't be touching Western sweets.
You can use shredded hard cheeses and mozzarella and chilies, and it's not bad. Yeah.
Piss.
Go piss, my love. Yeah, that is true. I've used a shredded cheddar in chili as well. It is good. But I don't know. Like I said, there's something about the American cheese consistency that's like the main selling point of it. Funfetti is a type of cake. Let me look it up. Oh, this is like the typical birthday cake. This is like the typical birthday cake. Right? I'm okay with this. But I'm not like a big cake person in general. I need my cake. If I'm gonna eat cake, I need it to be really like moist. I mean, one of my favorite desserts is tres leches cake, right? One of my favorites. I only asked if Crow hit pineapple because I found an audio of a guy with a British voice eating a burger. I wanted to make it as Chroma. That's my or you have my blessing. I think that's accurate. What is that? I gotta look that up. Ooh. I don't think I've ever had this. But well, it looks pretty good. The problem is I'm not like a big cherry person, to be honest. I don't dislike it, but I'll make it or fuss tomorrow. W. You're still taking notes? I mean, yeah, you said it was, didn't you say it was 70 slides of the Declaration of Independence? So understandable. Hang in there. Cherry is such an interesting flavor. Your mom made cheesecake today. Ooh, I'm so jealous. A homemade cheesecake sounds fantastic. I don't think I can eat it again. Like, I'm worried about eating anything too straining at the moment. You don't like cheesecake? That might be like top 5 hottest hot takes in history. I feel like cheesecake is pretty universally loved. Though I guess you did say you don't like cheese, huh? So I guess that makes sense. I guess cheesecake isn't exactly cheese. Well, I guess, do you consider, is cream cheese cheese? It's more cream than it is cheese, right? You don't even like milk? Oh, wow. Your twin hates chocolate, but your twin hates cheesecake and chocolate? Does your twin hate happiness? Does your twin also hate world peace? Probably. Take that back. Oh no, things are getting serious. Yeah, I'm a milk enjoyer. I mean, oh shit. I'm definitely a milk enjoyer. That's why I grew up so big and strong. Chalky milk? Lactose intolerant? Okay, well, I feel for you. But I always see like people talking about being lactose intolerant. You know, most people who are lactose intolerant are like, if I drink, I will drink this milk even if I must sit on the toilet for the rest of my life. Like some Greek, like, punishment from the gods.
I am back.
Welcome back. Just tolerate it. I've heard that. Welcome back. Did I say that already?
Yes.
I think we watched I think me and Dreamy actually watched a video about this before, about someone about becoming like tolerant from just like drinking milk every day. But from what I understand, like the effects aren't permanent. Like in order to keep your tolerance, you literally have to drink milk like a sizable amount like every day. I might be wrong about that though, but that's what I feel like I remember hearing. Like apparently, like if you don't keep drinking milk, like your tolerance goes away. It's the microbiome in your gut.
I'll be in your gut.
OMGs, no, stop. Not here. Tried moving down percents because I thought it was that, but it was disgusting still. I still like, you like strawberry and chocolate milk. That's interesting. I wonder if it's just the flavor then. What else do I hate myself? Well, first of all, don't say that about yourself. You deserve love. But also secondly, that reminds me of something else that happened in my class today. It's kind of funny. Like, I think we were talking about like cultural gaps, right? But I guess this isn't really a cultural gap, but it's like it's a culture across generations gap, right? Because like there was this, and during the class, the professor was talking about, oh, I got an ad? Okay, never mind. I'll just go fuck myself. And I'll wait for them to come back from the ad. Where I finish my anecdote.
They're just like, fuck your antidote.
Damn, Izzy is such a hottie.
I actually didn't spend as much time on her as I did on Lana.
You know, low key, it's so funny that she thinks that like they're dating, because Izzy literally, like, Izzy and John Izzy and Nate look like they could be related. Like,
yeah, Lana's kind of stupid.
I
mean, some people who date kind of look like siblings.
Yeah, we see that all the time, actually. People date other people who are, you know, they find familiar. Back? Welcome back, everyone. Glad you all survived the ad break. Yeah, so my anecdote. So yeah, it's like, there's a funny thing that happened in class that's kind of like shows the gap between generations, where it was like, the professor was talking about the, he was talking about like outdated like research methods and like, you know, just outdated practices in the field. And he was talking about
hand to be palming 7 million baskets.
Yeah, you give him some big old fucking yowie hands.
I fucking toned them down. Sheesh.
But so the professor was talking about the prefrontal lobotomy, right? And when he was like, so there used to be this thing called the prefrontal lobotomy.
Professors love the prefrontal lobotomy.
What'd you say?
I said your professors love the prefrontal.
Yeah, well, they keep talking about.
Lobotomy.
Oh shit, lag. Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I think Discord lagged for a second, but Yeah, like stick pokey pokey in the orbital. Yeah. Well, I think like the professors love talking about I told my twin to get a lobotomy. That's actually kind of related. That's actually kind of related to what I'm about to say, but yeah, just side note. So like I think the professors talk about it all the time because it really is like such a crazy thing that people were doing, and we were still doing it as recent as the 70s. Like, it sounds like some medieval torture method, but we were still doing prefrontal lobotomies in the 70s. Like, it's kind of insane. I think that's why they bring it up, where they show like, well, he talked about how the practice changes so drastically, like over the years in like such a short amount of time. And like, yeah, anyway. But I think that's why they bring it up all the time, is because when ethics is like a big thing and like it's such a drastic violation of ethics, right? Kind of puts things in perspective. Anyway, so the professor was like, does anyone know what the prefrontal lobotomy is, right? And this guy yelled out in class, he's like, a fun time? And the professor was like, what? First of all, he said what because he didn't hear him, because he has poor hearing, because he's a bit on the older side. So he's like, what? And the guy like repeated himself. He's like, a fun time. A prefrontal lobotomy is a fun time. And the professor's like, I don't know what that means. You kids are always coming up with lingo, and like I don't know what that means. Just like you get one of those old man responses. I was just thinking to myself like, I was like that was such a Gen Z joke, and it just completely went over the professor's head. And like I don't blame him, but like it really goes to show that that was like a bit of a, I don't know, what would you call it? I don't like, it's not culture shock. What would be like the age equivalent of a culture shock? Like,
wouldn't that just be a culture shock?
yeah, I guess maybe it would
A
just
generation shock?
Yeah, generation shock, but that was I mean, all they knew was it made them manageable. The guy who did it didn't even understand it, really, just kind of the brain up. Well, I mean, like, in one of my classes, the professor brought up this anecdote of like in medieval time. This one is definitely a bit more medieval, but when someone had some sort of problem, like some sort of mental problem, obviously they didn't know what schizophrenia or any disorder was. They would just assume that they were taken over by demons. So what they would do sometimes, this is like the first lobotomy, like the origin story. What they would do is they would drill a hole in the back of their head to let the demons out. And if they died, well, they don't care because there's no more demons. You know, at least there's no more demons, and now they can go to heaven or whatever, go to the afterlife. So we used to do some wacky stuff.
Well, yeah, they used to leave autistic children out in the woods because they were changelings.
You know, like, it's just diabolical. Like, who came up with that? Like, people were just having, you know how, like, I don't know if you guys used
you would think that's wild, but modern day people also leave autistic children out in the wild.
They also left babies in the mountains that have imperfections. That's how a Resident Evil game starts. But also, I was gonna say, well, yeah, like you saying modern people, right? Like, I don't know how, if you guys use Twitter that often. But I mean, like, people just be saying shit on Twitter. And like, think about like back then, people used to just say shit and other people would be like, yeah, I agree with that. And then they would actually like act on it. Because it was like, you know, they weren't as likely to get caught.
Yeah, the Salem witch trials was exactly that.
Yeah. So I deleted my Twitter a while ago and I haven't regretted it. Yeah, I mean scrolling Twitter is the worst habit I have right now. It's not good. I mean most of Twitter is like really bad because most of it is just engagement bait. So either rage bait or just trying to get as many replies as possible. Achilles, you can't be up here right now. The big stink. He just jumped up here and starts standing. He doesn't even know what he wants to do. He doesn't know anything. He doesn't know how to read. Just like his papa.
Like you.
Yeah. Autism has been forever stigmatized, basically, I'm pretty sure. I mean, it still is. And I think it's because it's one of the more like diverse like conditions that people can have. This conversation turned to modern. I forgot the name when all I said was I hate myself. Well, sometimes that's all you need to spark up a conversation. It reminded me of an anecdote.
Triangulating your position now.
Jarvis? Jarvis, leak his address and IP and coordinates and...
Jarvis, find that guy.
If you don't know how to read, how are you reading these comments? I just kind of like feel like what you guys are saying. Like you guys just kind of put it like I see the text show up on the screen and I just kind of like guess based on like what I think we're talking about. It's just a series of predictions.
You're an AI model.
Mm-hmm. None of this has been real, guys. I've been a AI model this whole time, and I've been learning off of you. I gotta go. I'm playing a card game with my family, but I'll be back. Good luck. Make sure to keep your poker face.
Good luck.
See, like, Jarvis, steal his book. See, like, right there, you just said, okay then, and then you wrote Apple a bunch of times. I just don't know how that factors into the conversation yet. Put something else? I don't believe you. I live in the woods. You won't find me with the skinwalkers. You're like a necromancer. See, right there, look, they said okay then, and then they said supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. See, I just can, like, guesstimate. All those, like, they just wrote it, like... I don't know why the text is red, though. Oh yeah, like Midnight Stars is like a necromancer. Like they have the skinwalkers. Like, I guess it wouldn't be a necromancer because are skinwalkers alive? Are they living creatures or are they some sort of undead?
Good question.
I mean, they look undead.
Maybe there's some kind of endemic life.
That's what I would figure. Depends on the source material. Yeah, I guess that's true. You live near the witch trials and you have skinwalkers. Well, that explains a lot. I'm putting 2 and 2 together. We're like we're like unraveling your character right now. I have a love story for you. You have to guess it by looking at the emojis. Well, that's me. And I'm saying hi to Dreamy. And then Dreamy hates me, but then she actually likes me. And then I give birth to Hema.
What? What?
Canonically accurate, by the way. Gotta be AI generated. I don't know what you mean. That was actually a manual input. I'm human, guys, I swear. You just starved 15 kids in Africa? Oh, crap. My programming tells me that's evil, so I will now self-destruct. Goodbye, everyone.
Family portrait makes me sad.
Why? They have so much good time together before, you know, stuff.
It's okay. He has a new family now.
Alright, now I'm sad. Just says hi, Dreamy's frustrated and Dreamy's better and Hema's bored. She can't handle our mortal squabbling. You're gonna get Tez to play Resident Evil Requiem. I wish him the best. I hope you make sure if you're watching the stream, either tell me the timestamps of when he gets jump scared or like make clips. You know, you can clip stuff on Twitch. Make some clips. I gotta see that. We love making clips, so I got you. Hell yeah. Speaking of making clips, I gotta get back on the grind making stream clips because I noticed like people started unfollowing me on Instagram, and I don't blame them because like I don't be really posting anything. It's not that I care that much, but you know, always
Nah,
want
I
to.
got a bunch of unfollows too. I think it's
Yeah.
just the algorithm.
Blech. I'd never unfollow. You're so W for that. That fills me with determination. I barely post anything. Yeah. Me too. And that's the problem. You had the worst time with Alien Isolation. I've never seen that game. But I've heard about it and I've heard it's really scary and yeah, I'd probably pee my pants. Oh. But thank you for the follow. I mean, I was just talking about how we were just talking about how people unfollow us and then someone just followed us. Thank you for the follow. Fallout 76 is good. Thank you. He was stressed of like Shadow Wizard Money Gang. We love casting spells. You know, that reminds me of like, I just fall out of courtesy. It doesn't take time out of my evening. And that's what I appreciate that. You know, I'm always like, I'm a mega lurker in a lot of stuff as well. And I've like, you know, I gotta like, I leave my respect. I gotta like drop a like when I like something, you know, drop a follow. It's my mentality as well. It's literally one button and it helps people out and like so low effort, low investment. That just sent me a video of Leon from Resident Evil 9 throwing a bomb. You heard me. You summoned him. I was rapping today in front of people and one person said I'm their role model now. I can sing and dance and rap. You're becoming an idol. Gotta start pursuing that. They told me to join a band. You might. Yeah, I mean, if you enjoy it. I used to like do a lot of performing arts. I haven't done that in quite a few years at this point. You know, like, I think the reason that I stopped has like nothing to do with actually doing performance, because I've always felt like I've never felt uncomfortable being like in front of people, really. But you know, it's kind of like, it's funny because it's kind of like the backstage element of stuff that I don't really like. Like, I kind of don't like dealing with other performers. I feel like that was the biggest turnoff for me always. I'm currently stopping my cats from fighting one another and ending the world. Your cats are like destined rivals. And they're having their final battle where they settle things once and for all. But you're like the mentor who doesn't want to let them destroy each other. Because they need each other. You know what I mean? Type shit.
Yep.
You always got my back.
Hell yeah.
They're yin and yang type shit.
Forgot what he looks like.
Two sides of the same coin. Can't live without each other. Can't live with each other. But their destinies continue to cross.
Huh? What?
I don't know. I'm just saying words.
Oh, you're talking about the cats?
Yeah.
I was like, what is he talking about?
Opposites complete each other type shit. My emo crush type shit. Yeah, I mean, I guess it is accurate. Just read something like that. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because, like, that's iconic. I mean, the essence of that, of like, the yin. I always say it, right? Like, when it comes to like a villain in a story, like, I think the idea of a protagonist and an antagonist essentially comes back to that idea of what I think makes a good antagonist is that conceptually, from an ideological standpoint, they are opposites, right? So like, I mean, you use the example that you just said, you know, you can't kill me, Batman. The reason that Joker and Batman are such perfect, you know, villain, like rivals, like villain, hero, villain type thing, is because they stand ideologically opposed to each other, where Batman represents like control, you know, you know, he keeps himself to he keeps himself to his like moral code, right? And he holds like villains to that as well. He believes in the justice system, etc. And Joker believes in complete chaos, right? Joker believes in, you know, just living like living aligned with your nature, and if that nature is evil, it's kind of like survival of the fittest, right? And like there's like deeper discussions, double viewer or like double U viewer, but there's like deeper discussions about like are you willing to give up freedom for the sake of safety, right? Joker wants to live a life of havoc. I see what you did there. Only thing is the justice system in DC is terrible. I mean, the justice system is terrible in
DC is fucking Batman.
Yeah. I mean, the justice system in, you know, DC, Marvel, like fiction and real life is both flawed, right? I mean, we've been watching Daredevil recently, and like one of the biggest aspects of Daredevil's character is the fact that he's a lawyer, and like he does believe in, you know, the good, like being like people being able to change, and like that's why he believes in the justice system, like people being able to like serve their sentence and then emerge as like a different person. He believes actions have consequences and people should, you know, utilize those or not utilize, people should have to suffer those consequences when they do something bad, but they can still change. However, he also recognizes that the law is in very many ways flawed, and sometimes like to get his own sense of justice, he needs to take it into his own hands, right? And that kind of creates that internal battle within him. And so it kind of like begs the question of like, it's like a moral dilemma. And like in the show, because we've been watching like the Netflix show, right? That's what puts him so perfectly opposed to Fisk, right? Where Fisk, Wilson Fisk, like Kingpin, really imagine PTA'd by a blind man. I mean, he's not just a blind man, he's a really good lawyer. But I got totally sidetracked by that. But yeah, that's what makes him so perfectly like opposed to Kingpin, because Kingpin really has his own sense of justice, and he's willing to utilize you know, criminal, like the criminal underworld, and he thinks that like sorry, I'm getting like sidetracked. Like he believes he can utilize the criminal underworld to serve some sort of greater good for the sake of the city, right? Like if he controls it, he can manage it in a better way. And that kind of puts them like, you know, directly opposed to each other, where Kingpin believes in his own sense of justice and Matt truly wants to believe in the law, even though he sees the flaws in it. But sorry, I know off topic, but do you have brown hair, Shilin? Yeah, naturally, yes. But I dye my hair quite often. It's not dyed right now.
He dyes his hairs quite often.
My pears. I'm sorry. Can't speak. Shilin is really articulate for a guy who can't read, unironically, the dichotomy. I don't know, I just be guessing. Never mind. Fuck, that was short-lived. I was gonna ride that high for the next 15 years, but never mind. Gotta bring me back to Earth real quick. Let me scroll back in the chat. I missed some stuff while I was yapping. Did you see my theory with Dreamy's Insta about the hair being Ace or Hema's? Ooh, but like explaining it? I don't know if I did. I don't know if I saw you explaining it. I might have missed that. I'm sorry. You can copy it? Yeah, go for it. You can send it again. You sound like a guy with brown hair? What is that supposed to mean, huh? I mean, not that it isn't true, but... Anyway, all that is to say, that's just what I keep in mind when writing any sort of like antagonist, and like how I measure the relationship between protagonists and antagonists in any story. I believe a good antagonist should stand like fundamentally opposed to what the protagonist either represents or what they're trying to accomplish. You can repeat once the ad ends. I didn't even know we were having an ad. I guess how would I know? Do you sound like a guy with brown hair too? Well, we gotta find out what the metric is for how that's decided, but...
No, I think Midnight Stars has dark hair.
Like black?
Yeah.
I could see it. That's very necromancer of them.
Yeah.
Good evening, you're back. Welcome back. How did your card game go? Back from ads too? Everyone's back. Dude, I am tweaking the fuck out, man. I'm just like, I am not locked in on the work right now. I'm like making so many mistakes.
What? What'd you do?
I just started coloring something and like I forgot to separate the layer.
You know, you didn't have to delete that, right? There's a tool that you could have used just to select that color.
I think you've told me that before, but I forgot. Even if I did remember, I wouldn't. What? Yeah, right. Hold on. You won one round? Winner! We're all proud of you. So I was saying, I was inspecting it like a detective. Wait, I think I did read this. The hair has... Wait, maybe I missed the second part. And then I realized the hair kind of has another hair under. Hema doesn't have that, so it might most likely be wine. Oh, Achilles, get off the keyboard. Gotta have his Pete's on the keyboard. Plus, why would Hema... The most likely be wine, plus why would Hema be at a fucking basketball court? Unless running past, but still doesn't make sense. Putting those detective skills to work. No, Achilles, stop! What are you looking at? Go sleepy, big stinky man. I just remembered that Gen Alpha genuinely cannot read. You know, I see shit like that, and I really wonder how that's possible. Like... When I was in elementary school, like, reading was such a massive thing, right? Because, like, I don't know about you guys, but in my school, we had this, like, reading chart, right? And everybody was, like, assigned, like, a reading level, and... You had to read, and like then the books in the library, like the reading level had a color assigned to it, and the books in the library had like a color assigned to them, basically assigned to your reading level, and you were required to read one book at your reading level per week. Like, they didn't have to be long books. And like, but like, I just think like reading was such a huge thing for me when I was in elementary school. Did you have anything like that, Dreamy? Do you even remember? Dreamy here? I think Dreamy might have gotten up. But, wait. Because my brain was like, oh my gosh, hammock, but then I thought logically, so I put in looking at Ace, then Hema Ace for 10 whole minutes. I hope with this next chapter we get some Ace enjoyers.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Did you ever have to read a bunch when you were in elementary school?
Read what?
Like anything. Were you required to like read?
Elementary school?
Yeah.
I was a disturbed child, so I just read on my own.
It's not disturbed. I read too. Reading was fun. Reading still is fun. But... oh yeah, and I mean, that's a good point actually. Throughout middle school and high school, you're like forced to read books. I mean, I know a lot of people probably cheat on that type of stuff, but...
The only thing my brain can process is yaoi smut.
I mean, valid.
Who is this based viewer?
me. Yeah, we're loud and proud. 50
Jarvis, get me 10 more of these freaks in my chat.
We never got a taste of Ace. We saw him. Yeah. Don't worry, you're getting more than a taste here. I don't know why I said it.
Lick.
Yeah, you're getting a lick of
suckle.
Ace. Oh. You got addicted to reading in like the 4th grade. That's probably for your, like, probably turned out well for you. I read at a 5th grader level, but only yaoi. What does that even mean? What would yaoi be? Like if they just use really like simple words. No, actually, I guess like if it's translated for something, when things get translated to other languages, they tend to use simpler words, right? It's not very well constructed. Oh, well. At least it's enjoyable. Sometimes if something's fun, that's all that matters. Especially in developed countries, not underdeveloped. I mean, yeah, that's just crazy. I feel like reading was always so heavily emphasized when I was like a kid. Fastest you read is 7 days. It's pretty fast. When bad TLs happen, they use advanced words half the time and bad grammar the other half. See, that just sounds like that sounds ridiculous. Like, why would they do it? Why that doesn't make logical sense. Yeah, I'm not gonna question it. Let the yaoi be free, regardless of the wording they use. The iPad kids touch grass. I mean, you would just think though, like is it really just like social media? Like you would think with access to the internet, like people have access to every book ever written, ever. So you'd think like, I don't know, you'd think in a classroom setting that we could incentivize children to read more. They don't need to like purchase a book. You look it up on their phone. I don't know, maybe I'm like an optimist. That the emo crush guy? That is not the emo crush guy. Motherfuckers be like, my life is like a movie, but my life is more like a 14-volume yaoi story that ends in marriage. I mean, at least you get a happy ending. I mean, that kind of depends on the type of story. Oh gosh, I'm hoping for the best for you. I hope you don't have to struggle too hard to get your giant 8-foot tall man. 8-foot tall CEO. Something. He like maybe he does like MMA on the side too. Does fighting. What else?
No, stop. I know what BL you're referencing.
My sister loves reading, and I'm worried people are gonna think she's a book talk girl. That's actually a good point. I wonder if like the book talk girly like thing that has become kind of like widespread has actually created a stigma against reading. That is crazy, if it is the case. Not just social media, but because of the lack of third places in COVID, more kids have been able to go outside, and because of AI, many kids use it instead of learning. It makes me so mad. It makes me mad when children are not educated so they can, or not guided into becoming the best versions of themselves. Too much goon brain. There are less places to go. It's become more expensive to go places. AI is taking over. Book talk, stigmas, COVID, and social media are large factors. I feel like the first one you said, or like the second one you said about it being more expensive, is probably one of the biggest factors too. Apparently now some kids don't even need to take standardized tests on paper anymore. I feel like when I was in middle school and high school, like we took some sort of standardized test on the computer, and it was like heavily monitored. So I can't imagine cheating is like that extreme, right? I don't know. Maybe people are fun. I guess where there's a will, there's a way. But
Nah, I was seeing people cheat on literal like in class tests, so like they were cheating it up in there, and the proctors would turn a blind eye so that they could keep their high scores for the school or whatever.
people have become much more anxious and socially
By the
distant.
way, that they were cheating on
There's what?
the SAT. They were cheating on the SAT.
That's pretty crazy. What? Why are what are the kiddies doing? What are you kids doing? Hey, well, I'm gonna open that door and Gary's gonna be there. What?
Chat, I need BL recommendations. Not gonna lie. What is that one called? Semantic error. That one's pretty good.
Inkwell started initiating a rumble with Gary, and I had to break it up.
Oh, they're causing a ruckus.
Yeah, I need BL recommendations. For webtoon or for manga? Important question. Alien Stage. Naruto. The ultimate BL.
Naruto! Not for real, actually, Naruto is really gay.
If you go into Naruto completely thinking it's a BL, you'll probably be satisfied.
Evangelion is barely gay. But then again, I didn't get to the gay part. That was like one episode, I bet.
It is in the movies. She never watched the movies, I don't think.
No, I didn't finish the goddamn, so I didn't get to the gay part.
All the 50 states in Alabama or
Any good BL or Yuri novels? Well, that depends if you want to be exposed to the naked body.
That is true. That's an important factor. I feel like we already know the answer.
I bet I was reading No Love. Or is that No Love Lost Lady? The other name is Hateful Lady. That's a GL. The psychological thriller. Oh, a psychological thriller. It's like a psychological
horror
romance. Yeah. What other GLs?
I bet I can make Shilin laugh. Go for it. Give it your best shot. No, it's honestly not that hard. Pee pee poo poo.
Lady Black is depressed.
Not even acting.
Is another good one.
I really am like a kid with the keys being dangled in my face.
No Love Zone. I think I heard of that one.
It's both wholesome and smut. Third grader syndrome. Well, that's my reading level, so actually my read level
I
is
think
0 grader.
briefly touched this one. I didn't finish it though.
Yeah, you briefly touched it.
Maybe I could read it. Oh, another one that's really good was fuck, what is it called? My Neighbor is My Guildmate or something.
It's a very, but what does the dog say? It's I had a rough day.
Or it's called Virtual Strangers now. That one's really funny.
He's all like, "All right, bye, Nate."
That's her collar that you just colored green.
Where? Oh, this is
The
this
one
part.
with her hand.
This part.
Yeah.
Oh
The
yeah,
top part
I
is
completely forgot about that. Yeah. Grrr. I'm gonna freak out. I need to like delete this. Your phone is on 2%. Quick,
Oh.
doctor, we need 50 cc's now. I mean, actually, that would be like, would this part be the best? Like this, oh,
yeah.
like this part right here would be best. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the best.
Nice chatting. I hope you have a good day. If you're still on later, I'll pop back. Yeah, we'll see. But thank you for stopping by. Thank you for
I didn't color
following.
her nails. Yeah, see you.
You're gonna be gone for a bit. Right now, I'm depressed. Everybody's leaving me.
UIG's son is gonna go enjoy all the GLs I just recommended.
Yeah, you're not gone. Thank goodness. We will have to pick up the pieces of this broken family. Ingwa, what are you doing? Let me see if she wants the door open.
I gotta eat. You gotta eat that good GL. Doomed Yuri.
Ugh, my neck. Achilles has been sitting on my desk this whole time and he hasn't been causing a ruckus. What a good boy. What a good boy. You don't think I... Actually, he's not being stinky right now. He's being... Yeah, sweet boy. Yeah, he's still stinky. Oh no, I pet him. He got up. It's over. Death and destruction to every village. Okay, never mind. I just need to open the door for him. Yeah, you big stink. Has been trying to get me to play a horror game so he can watch, since usually I watch him play horror games. Yeah, I mean that's what I do with Dreamy. And you've seen the results. It's been pretty fun. I don't know, I feel like you might have a different like reaction. I don't think he got the reaction because I was eating pasta. Like he like jumped out of his seat, and then you're all like, "That was pretty good. That was pretty scary." Oh, damn, the background here is pretty crazy. He's eating your pasta. You know, the rat dancing. I feel like I kind of know what you're talking about. You know what? Like audio, like TikTok audio or whatever, has been just flooding my feed on every platform. Have you guys seen this one? It's the one where it's like Raisin Bran Crunch is like, I think he says Raisin Bran. He's like, Raisin Bran Crunch is the best type of cereal. It's the best cereal of all time. And then that one guy goes, I think the penis cereal is better. Every time I see that fucking audio, man. So stupid. I think the penis cereal is better. Never seen it. Let me see if I can find it really quick and I can just like play the audio. It said peanut cereal. He does not say peanut. That guy does not say peanut.
My favorite cereal is Raisin.
Yeah, you wait, hold on. Let me pause the music. Hold on, let me. Would Hema break dance in her room? Wait, I do know what you're talking about. I think. Yeah, I could see it though. I don't know, but Hema isn't like coordinated very well at all.
Raisin Bran Crunch. It's the best cereal of all time. Straight up.
I think the peanut cereal is better.
All right. What cereal is that?
You know, the one where you like suck the chocolate out of it.
Okay, that's not a thing. Get out. That's not
He does not say peanut,
My
bro.
favorite cereal is Raisin Bran Crunch. It's the best cereal of all time. Straight up.
I think the peanut cereal is better.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
He is so tall.
Sucking chocolate out of the peanut cereal. It's the one where you suck the chocolate out. Okay, that's not a thing. Were you here when I was just talking about it, Dreamy?
The penis cereal?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was here.
What movies do the Met Gang cry to? I feel like Chroma is like secretly pretty emotional. So he would cry at like, I feel like he would cry at like a lot of movies, but like he doesn't show it. Like if he Chroma would start to cry, he'd be like, I need to step out for a second. And I could be like, Chroma, where are you going? This is the best part. And he's like, he doesn't want to start crying, you know?
Can't show weakness in front of the Huzz.
Toy Story 3? Yeah, Chroma's crying in Toy Story 3. I feel like Hema is the type to be like, this dumb, like, rom-com, like, I'm not gonna cry at this, like, some dumb, stupid dog movie. And then, like, at the end, she's like, you know. And then Aiko and Havoc. Havoc, I don't know about anything. I feel like Havoc would cry at like... I feel like Havoc would cry at maybe like epic scenes. You know, like two bros making their final stand or whatever against the world.
You mean the gay scenes?
Well, I mean, you know, the shoe fits. Garrett, why are the cats ever? Everybody's just walking. It's so peak. Yeah, literally. That's Havoc. I found a freaking Mao Mao and Jinchi fan art. Mao Mao was wrapped up in a blanket burrito. Jinchi was holding her. My hammock mind screamed hammock. I need someone to draw them like that. I think like I mean like aesthetically Jinchi and Mao Mao fit hammock, but Jinchi and Havoc could not be like further apart as characters. Like except in their color palette, they're like similar, but Jinchi is way too much of a lover boy.
Yeah, and Havoc hates women.
That's not what I said. That's not what I was insinuating. I don't think those are the two ends of the spectrum. I mean, I guess they are actually. But I don't think he needs to be on the complete opposite side. Not an advertisement. No. No. Inkwell got the zoomies.
Inkwell. I'll color this. You don't have to. It's too big anyway.
How generous. Oh. I can handle it.
Yeah, you like it big.
No matter which way I answer this question, I'm like, I lose. You've put me in checkmate. Bravo.
I'll put something else in you.
Alright. Now you're just doing victory laps. There's this movie called A Man Called Otto, and it was about this old dude who was struggling with his mental health and his will to live. And the ending of that movie made me so sad. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it made me really sad at the time I watched it. Oh, wait. You notice every time the same wafter by. Yeah, I always notice. I notice everyone's little habits. Like, obviously, Midnight Stars has the iconic good evening, and then I think they just say GN when they leave. Oh, thank you for the follow. The sound effect keeps spooking me a little bit. Yeah, Nuclear War 12. Thank you for the follow.
What the fuck are these names? Next one, Airstrike 505.
Yeah, we have a theme today. Yeah, you just say good night, stay safe, healthy. Oh yeah, I was gonna say the thing about movies is like, I feel like I'm kind of like Chroma, like that we just talked about, where like I get emotional. I think I get emotional pretty easily at movies, but I don't really cry. And it's not even like a tough, like masculine thing. Like, I don't cry. It's literally like my body. Wait, hold on. Dude, what the fuck was that? Like, my door swung open. Like, because I think it wasn't closed fully. And the second I stood up to close it, the wind blew it closed on its own. My house is 100% haunted and I'm getting trolled. Oh yeah, but
Crazy.
like my body physically finds it difficult to like initiate crying. Like I get really emotional, like I get choked up. You know what I mean? Like I feel it. You know when you're about to cry and you like feel it in your throat? Your like throat gets tight and like all that stuff.
Your throat gets tight.
I can't say shit around here.
You're not safe around me.
But like, you know that feeling when you can tell that you're like you can tell that you're like getting emotion on something. Like I get that feeling pretty easily, but then my body will not initiate, like will not transition that feeling into like tears. I don't know, or like crying. I just get choked up and it's kind of difficult to like, I hate that. That's why I like really try to like make it go away when it is happening. But yeah, I don't know what it is. All that is to say, I am just fundamentally broken as a person or something.
Yeah, I can't pull up the ref without doxing myself.
What do you mean? What ref?
Because I have to open up Discord to get the image.
Oh, here, I'll turn off the
You blocked me.
yeah, there you go. It's turned off on the
Am I
stream.
blocked?
Yep.
Oh, frick.
What?
I have to send it to myself. Well, my evil self.
Evil.
Okay. I should be good. Although I need to pee real quick.
Go piss.
Oh.
I haunted your house. Whoopsies. Tee. You're so silly. You put a curse on my home. Frickin' necromancer. This is what I get for not putting up proper magic protections, though. It's really my own fault. When Havoc's shirt lifts, I am freed. I'm happy we could do that for you. You watched a movie called, or you watched The Labyrinth last night. It's a crazy move. I feel like that sounds familiar, but I don't know what it is off the top of my head. You both haunt me? You forgot your talismans? My master always used to reprimand me about that. Now I have to suffer my own consequences. Whatever could I have done to deserve this? There's a horror game, Labyrinth, that's multiplayer. I'm sure there's a number of properties that are about a labyrinth and may have labyrinth in the name, right? A labyrinth has been a tool for storytelling since ancient times.
Put me back!
Ah, what the hell? That scared me. What happened? What did you say?
I said you didn't put me back!
I'll put you back. You scared the shit out. I didn't know you were
Put me back right now!
Okay. There.
Sorry for scaring you.
Okay. I needed to stay alert, honestly.
Were you falling asleep?
No. But I could. David Bowie is the Goblin King? Okay, I need to look up what you're talking about now. Okay, looking up Labyrinth did not help at all. Oh, 1980. Are you talking 1986? "16-year-old Sarah is given 13 hours to solve a labyrinth and rescue her baby brother, Toby, when her wish for him to be taken away is granted by Goblin King Jareth." Actually, I take it back. I haven't heard of this movie, but I love like I'm looking on Google Images and I see some like monsters. Something that's been lost to time is practical freaks. You know what I mean? Like having monsters or like puppets and stuff. You've seen that movie? Like these like suits and like they're probably puppets too, like just look so cool. I love the look of these types of things. And they used to do stuff like this like all the time, but they don't do it anymore because like, I mean, obviously they just use CGI. Jim Henson? Was he the puppeteer? That's crazy. I love practical effects. So we're watching, so like I said earlier, we're watching Daredevil now, right? And immediately in the first episode, we're on Born Again because we finished the original Netflix series, so now we're watching Born Again. And immediately something we noticed is that they had a scene where Daredevil uses like his baton to like grapple hook onto a building, right? And it's completely CGI. And yeah, it just doesn't look as good, to be honest. Practical effects always look better. Like, I will say you probably couldn't do that effect practically, right? Like, there's a high chance it's just like it was not that possible to do it practically. However, like, you have to ask the question. Like it looks cheap. It like CGI always just looks cheap compared to practical stuff. Like the Netflix show is so cool because even
cheaper too.
it is cheaper. Yeah, like the thing that's cool about the Netflix show is even though they're doing like less, I guess, like flashy superhero-y stuff, like it all looks so, it's so immersive because everything is so real, you know? But I guess that's the trade-off. I don't hate all CGI, right? But practical stuff just looks so cool. And that's like I was talking about with having like freaks that are like puppets or like makeup. I know like stuff like that is expensive and like and like time consuming, and I know like especially practical makeup is like really difficult for the actors, both like, you know, it's very straining to have like long days on set with it and stuff. But I will say it just like, I understand all that, but the effect that comes from it is just so good. It has just like that feel to it that like just like, I don't know, you just miss out on. The only time I thought CGI looked not cheap was Pirates of the Caribbean with Davy Jones. That is true. He looks so good, especially for the time period that movie came out. Like, I feel like in the last, like, I guess like in the MCU era, right? Like the later half of the MCU era especially, like CGI just got like super crazy. So like, especially for the time period that those Pirates of the Caribbean came out, which I think was like late 2000s, right? Maybe early 2010s, like looks fantastic. I mean, I think something like about CGI today is that like, because like I feel like effects studios like feel like they've improved so much, like, or maybe they've become more efficient with it. Some of it feels like they kind of cut corners. Like, speaking of the MCU, like the Iron Man suit in the first few like Iron Man movies looks so good. Looks fantastic. But like I'm not really a big fan of the Iron Man suits in like the later movies, like with his like nanotech or whatever. Like, I skipped over that. Dreamy sounds like something a short person when you lift them up. Well, she is. She is the short person that I lift up.
What?
What? You lift me up actually every day.
Yeah. I'm strong.
You are. You know, I'm genuinely surprised that message didn't get picked up by Nightbot. I thought I hadn't, you know, I thought I had it so that Nightbot like was I thought there was actually a text limit, but maybe I was wrong. Or maybe I set it to really high. I mean, I care more about spam than long messages, to be honest. Just got sent a video of someone melting their plastic. It's only going after the people. Real. Traitor. You've reached a text limit before? I wonder what it is. I forgot what I set it to. On the stove, and how I have even less faith in people I did when you were talking about that they can't read. Plastic electric cat. I mean, we've all made mistakes. It happens, I guess. Aw. Love and care and practical effects, yeah. It really, I mean, it just shows. It just makes something, it takes more time and effort and money, and I mean, it shows. I mean, look at the original Star Wars, right? Like, the original Star Wars is completely practical because CGI was like not even really a thing. Like, and like those original Star Wars look like, I mean, I think the thing about practical effects too is you have to get more creative, which is like that's like a factor, right? It's like, because you're limited on what you are able to accomplish, you have to get more creative with how you utilize effects. I've never watched Star Wars nor Marvel. Like, I've seen some, but not entirely. I think that Star Wars, I'm not like a huge Star Wars person. I like the original trilogy. Like, I do think that Empire Strikes Back is probably one of the best movies I've ever seen. I love Empire Strikes Back. It was really good. I really don't like, I think that the prequels are kind of, what am I doing? I think the prequels are kind of interesting. I think people kind of look at them with nostalgia. And then what else? And then like the new Star Wars is just horrible. The sequel trilogy doesn't exist in my mind. Yeah, I mean, yeah. There was an attempt. It was a movie that was made. The prequels are not perfect, but they had some cool stuff. Yeah, I mean, at least they did something interesting. And like the lightsaber fights are pretty cool. And I mean, even though it's like they can be really corny in some places, I do think there's like an intention there, right? Whereas with the sequels, I think the intention was to make as much money as possible. The only good one to come out of sequels was the first one. That one was pretty mid. I mean, it's literally just a retelling of A New Hope. So, I mean, I would hope that it would be at least decent. That's important. True. Dumb robot. I don't normally watch movies or TV shows, but I'm okay. K-drama called Friendly Rivalry. Wait, I think I've heard of that. I think I've been seeing clips of that on Twitter. Hey, I mean, like, if you're not really like a TV watcher, something's got to be really good if it catches your attention, right? I mean, I'm kind of the same. I barely watch anything outside of what me and Dreamy like currently watch together. Well, I guess I'm in like a film class now, so I gotta watch some stuff for that, but One of my friends trying to make me watch Gear Rivalry with them. My friends who haven't seen Star Wars know the memes from the prequels. Well, that's the fun part about watching them is like you see like this happens all the time when me and Dreamy are watching like a show, like an iconic show or movie, and we go like, I always point it out. I'm like, that's the meme audio. There it is. Or like, that's the meme. I like point and like clap my hands and giggle. About a girl who takes these drugs and makes her focus more. She becomes top of her class and she goes to this super high tech high school for medics. And the main girl got bullied before her. No. That's like me if I locked in. The drug is just locking in. Except I've never been bullied. That's not true actually. Even such a nice, funny, handsome guy like me can get bullied, guys. Shows how cruel of a world it is.
Who bullied you? I'll kill them.
The
I'll
long
find them.
It was a long time ago. I mean, that's the thing is like, further it gets behind you, the less you care. I probably felt like really ashamed of it back then, but then like, nah, I don't even care. I don't like sand. It's rough. It's coarse. Is that what he says? This is rough, it's coarse, and it gets everywhere. He tried to bully me, but I called him a dumbass and walked away, and that was the end of it. That is aura, honestly. Fuck with that heavy. Some people are just kind of miserable. Something you gotta... I feel like that's actually something in life that's kind of difficult to come to terms with, is that some people are just so miserable and they need to project it onto others. But it is something that is necessary to learn. Who's that lady that Dreamy is drawing? Who is it, Dreamy? You tell him.
Don't worry about it.
You're gatekeeping it? Oh, get it? Gatekeeping it?
Yeah. I'm gatekeeping it.
I think we've seen them before, but I wonder if like, I don't think we've ever heard her name or something. You love Star Wars?
No,
Oh.
we never talked about her name.
Havoc's #1 op?
Wait. Something you said about the sand. I feel like I wrote that line before, but I don't remember where the fuck I wrote it.
I mean, it's like an iconic meme.
I don't remember.
Sorry, I'm not by, but damn, she kinda. Yeah, that's how everyone feels. I certainly feel. You know, I always get proud when people say that. Like, one of my favorite comments that people leave is like, you know, I'm straight. I swear I'm straight, but I mean, That means we made it. Means we did a good job.
I don't know. She's for the girlies.
She is.
I only see the girlies talking about her.
What about me? I talk about her. Am I one of the girlies?
Okay, well, I guess you're one of the girlies.
Yippee! Oh, she's in the Hema, Alice, and Aiko 4 group thong. Yeah, she is in that. Shilin is a woman, so does that mean Dreamy is lesbian or bi? We are above mortal concepts. Dreamy would still love me if I was like a formless light being that just came to her in visions. Be like, Zam. You're showing me prophetic visions? What are we?
Are you diagnosing me with schizophrenia?
No, I would never do that. All the visions you see are real. You are gifted by a divine power.
That's what they tell freaks.
Now go out and start hurting people. Dreamy, would you still love Shilin if someone ate him or an animal ate him? Like entirely? Or like just a part of me? I don't know. What is your answer?
Sure.
Really? Why'd you
I
hesitate,
finished
huh?
the group photo.
You finished? Nice.
Well, I finished coloring the group photo. I didn't finish the group photo.
Good work. It is it's 10. What do you want to do?
Yeah, we can end stream after the ad ends, I guess.
Yeah. Dreamy seems like the type of girl who just agrees on anything and doesn't really care, and Shilin is the clingy BF. Are we Black Cat and Golden Retriever?
We literally took a fucking test and you were a retriever.
Oh, excuse me. The fuck? Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I think we're gonna head out for today. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. As always.
Thank you guys.
We'll be back on Wednesday. I don't know what we'll be doing, but assuming we're in good health. Alright. Don't get cursed by me. Well, stop sending your necromantic... Necromantic? Yeah, that's probably correct. Stop sending your necromantic curses towards us. But, see you guys.